Hey everyone, today I'm taking you back to one of the wildest Formula 1 races ever, the 1996 Monaco Grand Prix. This race is famous because, believe it or not, only 3 drivers actually finished the entire race. Monaco is one of the toughest tracks on the calendar, narrow twisty streets with walls so close you can almost touch them. But something was unusual about this race. The starting grid only had 21 drivers instead of the usual 22. Why? Well, this leads to an interesting story about Formula 1 teams and money back then. In the 90s, Formula 1 was very different. Some smaller teams didn't have the budget to run 2 cars at every race. For example, the Forti team, a small underfunded outfit, struggled so much that they often only entered 1 car instead of the usual 2. This wasn't unique for Forti. Several teams had to make tough decisions on how to manage limited resources. Because Monaco is a tight and dangerous circuit, the FIA also limits the total grid size for safety. So, all of this combined to make a smaller grid of 21 drivers at Monaco in 1996. Back to the race. Big names included Michael Schumacher, Damon Hill, and Jacques Villeneuve. But on the very first lap, Schumacher crashed heavily into the barriers after losing control. That was just the start of a very chaotic race. The weather was tricky. Rain made the streets slippery and very dangerous. Throughout the 75 laps, more and more cars crashed or had mechanical problems. One by one, drivers dropped out. By the finish, only 3 drivers crossed the line: Olivier Panis, Damon Hill, and Pedro Lamy. Panis' win was his only F1 victory, a huge upset considering he wasn't driving one of the top cars. Hill came second, and Lamy surprised everyone by taking third. So, the 1996 Monaco Grand Prix was a mix of tough conditions, a smaller grid due to financial struggles and safety rules, and a crazy unpredictable race. It makes a perfect example of how F1 isn't just about speed. It's about endurance and adapting to whatever comes your way. What I love about this race is how it reminds us that winning isn't always about being the fastest or strongest. Sometimes it's patience, focus, and simply finishing when others can't. A Bible verse that I feel fits this race is Ecclesiastes chapter 9 verse 11. The race is not to the swift, or the battle to the strong, nor does food come to the wise, or wealth to the brilliant, or favor to the learned, but time and chance happen to them all. This verse perfectly fits the lesson from the 1996 Monaco Grand Prix. Life's victories often come down to perseverance and steady determination, not just raw talent. I hope you guys enjoyed this throwback to one of the craziest races in Formula 1 history. If you like this content, I will be making more in the future. Remember to like and subscribe, and God bless.